my name is Aditi. I want to talk about what the winter arc is, steps you need to have a very successful winter arc, and how I accomplished mine, and how you can just change overall from a winter arc. What is a winter arc? This is a trend I think that's going around on social media right now that for about 3 months of the year, particularly in winter, October to December, you focus on yourself completely. I do like the idea that it propels you. If you focus on yourself for 3 months, you can really get ahead so far in life, so much farther in a year if you just focus for 3 months. That's what I love about it. In 2020, I had a winter arc myself. I did not call it a winter arc because winter arc was not a thing, but November through about January of 2020 to 2021, I worked on myself extremely. I took certain steps myself that helped me so much, and I completely changed my identity. That is why I wanted to make this video. Here are my credentials in terms of my successful winter arc. I lost about 20% of my body weight. I completely changed my style. I moved states. I changed professions. That's when I started learning the guitar. I learned the guitar in November of 2020 during my winter arc. I started learning the guitar. Within 3 months, I was playing like power chords and decent beginner songs within 3 months. I had made a lot of changes to myself within a couple of months, like 3 to 4 months. And I had just done that because I was in a certain period of my own life. But right now, people are calling that the winter arc. What do you need to do to have a successful winter arc? Let's talk about it. The first thing that will help you have a very successful winter arc is your why. Your why is your most important thing. What is the driving reason that's gonna push you through 90 days of just being very focused on yourself, being the best version of yourself? If your why is not strong, you're not gonna last more than a couple of weeks. If you wanna last through 90 days, you have to have a very strong why. Now, I hate to say this, but some people's whys are, getting back at someone, or getting back at an ex, or just having a revenge persona, like this is me. Cool, if that's your why and that makes you better, you do you. If it works, it works. If there are other reasons for why, like I want to be the best version of myself for my family. I want to be the best version of myself so that I can prove to myself that that exists. Another why is like I'm tired of just living the life I've been living. I want to propel and just be amazing. What is your why? Think about it. Decide what that is. Why do you really, really, really want to change yourself drastically in 3 months? And that is your why. And that matters a lot because that will push you through every single day. The next step to having a very successful winter arc is writing down your steps, your rules for who you will be in the next 90 days. There are rules online already, generic rules. I don't like that as much because every person is different. You can copy what you see online and the rules vary, or you can come up with your own. I will help you come up with your own rules in the second part of the video. Having your own set of rules and sticking to those rules for 90 days is going to help you get to the other side, help you completely change. There's kind of like a guideline for how to set up your own rules that I've come up with, but if you follow these rules every single day to the T, you're going to achieve that version of you that you're trying to achieve. So the second thing is to write down your rules and follow them every single day. The third one, simple, but goes into the second, is read your rules every day. I think for me, it's not a hassle to read a list of 8 to 10 things every day and remind myself of who I'm trying to be or what my goals are. It's very important to read your rules so you can remind yourself of who you're trying to be. The fourth thing is to track your progress. Throughout the 90 days, it'll be tough if you are just aiming for something but you see no progress. So taking progress photos or writing down in a calendar your progress, like these are the things I'm doing and accomplishing every single day, it's gonna be so nice. It's gonna be a little pat on the back to have that written down. Today I actually exercised for an hour, or I ate really healthy, and you have you're keeping track of your habits. I do that on my calendar in the back right behind me. I don't have my glasses on. But it's so important to track your progress because you get to see everything that you're doing, all the hard work you're putting in, and you're seeing the results of that. And you get to see it in real time. So maybe from day 1, you don't see results from day 7, but you might see results from day 1 to week 3, okay? And that's not even just physical results. That's just like, oh wow, look at this. I've been eating healthy for 3 weeks and I've been doing it consistently, or I've given up alcohol and I've been doing it consistently. I feel amazing. So it's very important to track your progress so that you're giving yourself the pat on the back that you need. The sixth one that I did was get off social media completely. I love posting. I love just posting or sending people shit. I just got off social media completely. I don't consider any winter arc or time period in my life as intense as 2020 because I just completely I just left and I didn't talk to anyone. I honestly, before the term winter arc existed, I did what the winter arc was. I just went completely, I just disappeared. Like people were like wondering where I went. I was gone for like 4 to 6 months. But it helped so much to have distractions that you don't need. You don't need social media. You don't need other people telling you how to live your life, or it's just a bunch of junk. You know how to live life. You don't need the motivation videos. You don't need like to be watching other people live their lives really. It's all extra shit. So huge is just getting off social media entirely. And it's like you get so much time back in your day that you can put it into a hobby, which is my next point. The 7th point is finding a hobby that you've always wanted to do that will take your mind off of social media. Because when you're off social media, there's gonna be a huge gap in your life. Like something that you do, maybe you scroll for an hour or 2 a day, that's all gone. And social media, I mean like TV, social media, all that slight mental junk, not junk, it's sometimes needed, but if you want to do a winter arc right, you have to cut all that out, and you're going to get a lot of time back. With the time back, you can fill it with a hobby of who you want to be. Like in the version of you that you've always dreamt of, what is a hobby that person has always had? Like anything really, and you can go pursue that. That's what I did with pursuing guitar. I had so much extra time. I literally, within those couple of months where I was really improving myself, I learned guitar. I had so much free time. I was playing guitar 3 to 5 hours almost every single day. Maybe there was a gap day here and there, but like I was doing nothing but playing basic cowboy chords, and then I got decent at it. But it's like you have so much extra time, go do something that'll actually transform your identity. Like, who are you? Now people, when they think of me, they're like, oh, she plays guitar. They're like, Aditi, she plays guitar. Like, it's kind of linked with my identity now, but it's because I did that 3 to 4 years ago when I had that time period of my life where I was really working on myself. The 8th one is having boundaries with yourself and with others and your time. The thing here is you want to get as much time back to yourself to do things that will propel you forward. Cutting out social media, cutting out TV, but also putting up boundaries with friends and family. But you need to have boundaries with your time, even with yourself. Hey, I'm not someone that's going to wake up in the morning and go on social media. I'm not someone that's going to go to bed and right before I go to bed, I go on social media. No, like you have boundaries with yourself. Then you have boundaries with others. You know what? I don't hang out after this and this time period, or I only hang out once a week. Family, be gentle and soft. So take what you have right now and make it softer. I'm not saying cut everything out. If you can't or don't want to, don't. But like lessen it to a level that makes sense for you so that you can do other things and work on yourself. The 10th thing is one of the most important things for this list is who do you want to be after this 3-month period? After this 3 months, what do you want to dress like? What do you want to look like? What do you want to think? What are your hobbies? Like, who have you always wanted to be? Like, you look at other people on the internet, you're like, they're so cool, but they're kind of stylish. I want to be stylish. Well, start picking that up. Who do you want to be is so important, because if after 3 months of working really hard, you don't improve at all, you're not improving because you don't think you've achieved who you want to be. You know, like if you follow the rules of other people online, you're going to achieve what they want to be for their version of ideal. But what do you want to be? And now we're going to talk about the rules to get there. So who do you want to be? Every person's different. You cannot have the same, I don't think you can have the same winter arc as everybody else, because your values are different. Who you want to be is different. So off of that 10th point, who do you want to be? You do that by having the right set of rules. So the second part of the video, I'm going to tell you how to create the right set of rules for having the best winter arc. Really, for you. You want to come up with 2 nutritional or food goals. Like, I want to cut out alcohol, or I want to eat healthy 6 out of 7 days of the week. Something food and nutritional, because honestly, what you put into your body is literally who you become. Like, I just realized, like, the things I eat, I'm fueling my body. So I'm not going to eat out. Well, that'll be really intense, but I'm not going to eat out at all for 3 months. Then you come up with the 2 nutrition goals and the 2 health goals, more like exercise type goals. I want to be able to do pull-ups. By the end of 3 months, I want to be able to do 5 pull-ups if you can't. Like, I would think that's a cool one. So I want to weight train 3 to 4 times a week, or I want to go on a run every day. I want to walk 10,000 steps a day. What are your goals? Who do you want to be? The next one is 2 mental health goals. So I want to read a book, or I want to, I want to go to therapy, or I want to journal. I want to meditate. I want to wake up early or sleep early. What are 2 mental health goals that are going to help your brain throughout this process? Because it's nice to just, even though you're going through an intense time period, what are you doing to help your brain that's helping everything else in your body function? 2 nutrition, 2 health or exercise, two mental, and then two social restriction ones. Like, I'm only gonna meet with friends once a week. Or, you know, I don't want to be on social media at all. What are your social restrictions? I don't want to be on social media, or I want to hang out, or I'm not going to text that much, or I'm only going to check my text once a day. What are your social media restrictions for those boundaries you need with other people? And then the last one you want to throw in there is something around a hobby. Who do you want to be? Who's your ideal version of yourself? A hobby for yourself, okay? Like, I want to play guitar, I want to skateboard, or I want to write books. I want to start gymnastics. Whatever it is, what is a hobby you want to be that you have started learning? And at the end of the 3 months, you're like, oh my God, look at me. I'm able to do X, Y, Z. That would be so cool. So the next really quick part I want to talk about is the mentality you need to have through this winter arc. That I have seen it a little bit, the undercurrents of it on social media, on TikTok, like some of the winter arc videos. You have to be angry, you have to really want it, you need the discipline, you have to act like you're in the training arc of an anime. Some of this sounds so cheesy, I know, like I'm talking about it, and I was doing that in 2020, but I didn't realize I was until I was looking back and I was like, oh my God, I was so intense. It got me to where I am now. Do I regret it? No. It was fucking amazing. I changed so much, but you have to act like you're in the training arc of an anime, or you're in the training arc of some movie, of your own movie, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna look back at this time and be like, holy shit, I got shit done. I changed myself, and look at who I am now because of it. Like, the person I am today is literally, some of it stems from those 3 to 4 to 5 months, honestly. And you have to be so intense. And I'm not saying you have to be angry, because a lot of those winter arc videos on TikTok are angry and it's like revenge and I hate people and I hate couples. Look at them, they're in love. Well, I'm not in love. Fuck that. Well, if you need to access those feelings to accomplish what you need to accomplish, go ahead. I know there are people going through breakups. There are people that are looking for revenge, or just like, you know what? Fuck everyone. Sometimes you're going through a period of your life, or you're at a certain age and you just need to do that shit. Do that shit. It helps. So like, when you look back, you're gonna be like, okay, yeah, she was a little intense, but it does help. The other thing about me in my winter arc was I was just so sick of who I was, completely. I got so sick and tired. So yes, there was a little bit of, not a little bit of hatred towards myself, like, what the fuck am I doing? If that is another feeling that you have with yourself, this might not be my healthiest video, honestly, but I'm just being real. Like, sometimes you just have to go through it. Sometimes you just have to be so sick and tired of who you are. Like, why am I still in this spot? Why am I still like doing this? Why have I not done that thing I've always wanted to do? Like, I want to do all these things and I'm not. I'm still here and I'm complaining, and I'm tired of complaining. So I want to make a change. So let's fucking do that. And so that's what I did in 2020. And then I changed fucking everything. Like, I have people to this day. I met someone from like, a friend from like years ago, and they were like, dude, Aditi, you were intense. Like, you just flipped. Like, you just changed everything. And yeah, like he was like, you were going through some hot girl shit. Yeah. So that is what I did for the winter arc. That helped me a lot in 2020. I did not call it a winter arc when I went through that, but I had a very successful one. I hope some of these tips really, really help you, actually. I think it's beautiful to want to help improve yourself, but make sure you do it. Don't be too mad at the world. Like, oh, look at these couples out there. Look at, like, it's not that serious, you know? But if you want to improve yourself and you want to change your identity in 3 months, I think that's fucking amazing. You can do it. You can do so much in 3 months, really. Create the rules that are right for you. Create the identity that you want. And yeah, that's the video I have for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah! Bye! Oh, and like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. Sometimes I leave some of that out. I forget. Okay, bye! Mwah!